Combination to the back row. With conviction.
Conviction. Boy, what a set by Gallego there. Look at that. The blockers just didn't know what hit them.
Scoring double figures now for UE.
Aligayon, yes, and Piojo with 10 each. For the Red Warriors, Buds Buddin flying in from the back row.
So outside of NU, mapa-back row, mapa-front row, mapa-block. Really scoring.
Tagribolos scoring his 4th block point. Overpass, Aringo. Good coverage from Piojo. Chance ball for NU. Ancheta, back row, Buddin, got it!
Great find coming from Ancheta.
This is now the biggest lead for National University in the match. They're up by 8.
Looking at a 12-point lead.
Shank pass. Adjustment coming from UP on the other side. Ordiales gets the first ball. They go up to the pipe. Buddin getting that point. Buddin scoring.
Feeling it.
Look at that. 2-point lead maintained by NU. Abalia going up to Rahim, but Rahim is denied there. But single block of Buds Buddin.
That is a big point for NU to block Rahim at all. Pag nakita niyo siya live kung gaano kataas.
Just extinguishing the fire with some big points. Gallego to the pipe. Straight up and down for Buds Buddin.
A round of applause.
Make it 19-23. Buds, wow. I mean, you gotta give it to Nino Bersana for trying.
Yeah, it's not easy. Buds Buddin, that's pretty much an open look. Look at that.
That's a bullet.
They can find other ways. Again, the ball is around here. And a while ago, it was a neck-and-neck battle. And it's not even the attack points, it's the errors of 5-point cushion.
That was a beautiful combination play from the Bulldogs. Obed Mokaba getting...
Serve coming from Lyric. They go up to Buddin. Buds with an exclamation point. This is championship composure, Neil, working right now.
A single blocker. Look at the spike reach of Buds Buddin. He was just on top of that ball. By going to those short balls.
Yeah.
Pag middle blocker na ang nakapasa ng bola, nawawala na sa timing for the quick attack.
Na. Oh, smartly placed there by Buds Buddin from that pipe drop.
This is where championship experience kicks in. This is such a familiar territory for the NU Bulldogs.
Very much different, but again, let's see what happens. Hernandez with that serve. Cacao goes up to Esparter, who pushes it right behind. Aingo was there. Buddin off the blockers, tying the ball game at 8. You feel the hunger and the hustle from these two squads. One hungry to bring back the goal.
That's where things change.
Great receive by Alabar. De La Noche. Saved by Gaputos. Buds Buddin puts it down. No, he won't. 2 points for Buds Buddin as they cut this lead down. More bad news. Ancheta with the full front line. He's been setting so well. Good pickup. Diao will play center for Buds Buddin. Okay, Troy Diao.
Yeah. One excellent set coming from him. And that's a jump set. Not a standing set, a jump set.
For NU, Martinez bump set going up to the opposite side to Tandok on the other side. The tip coming from Ordiales. The adjustment coming from Miko. Tandok will try again. Oh, he's denied by Buds Buddin.
Got them on a dominant state. Well, reached at least 10. The wing spikers of NU. Bersana will give up a free ball. Greg, back row for Buds.
You talked about a snippet of what can be.
Hindi halatang back row eh.
Oh, never right. Hit the net. He hit the net.
Put it up.
Yeah, or at least attempt, right?
Received by Jade. Ancheta to the open. Buddin, sharp.
For Buds Buddin. So once he gets those sets, you know how hungry he is for that
Oh,
point.
yeah.
Down 2-0. Looking for a reverse sweep. Here we go. One-handed set. Big chance for NU. From the right pin. Aguilar. And the NU Bulldogs.
Alone, you know, they will be challenged. They have their struggles. But what you like if you're a fan.
Picked up by Capitolos. Buddin.
Already outside. But when you're unsure, it's better to...
Same with last touch. It's also about the last touch in a joust in the net. That serve gets an ace for Buds Buddin.
Jelay Lagando will formation, especially when Buds Buddin is on that service line.
Yeah. Passing is the main focus.
Has been effective.
Yeah. 2-point lead for NU. This is their biggest lead of the set. Aligayon. Short pass or short kick coming from Ordiales. Buds Buddin with a tip. Bicar, easy pickup. Ledesma sets it back to Piojo against the triple block. This one falls in again. So back-to-back blocks. Get a rest.
Really hard now to go against a triple.
That he was blocking it, but Kakao just so smart.
4-0 run to tie this game up at 21-all. They go now to Buddin to stop the dry spell.
The back row for NU. Look at that.
Going back and then with the approach again. And you will try to answer Buds Buddin. Finally, he's been waiting for that clean hit.
Offense coming from him. Good cross court right there. Slight lead here in set number 2, but NU just very steady.
Check there. Ancheta goes back to Buddin. And down the line, he scores.
Also rubbing off on the rest of his teammates.
Nakahara nga lang si Tagibolos on that instance. Oh, Buddin. Pipe attack.
Also cheering on his team, hoping that his energy would rub off on the others.
Pareho sila ni Young Mendoza with 8 points each. Oh, Buddin. Bit of a stare down against his Alas Pilipinas teammate. 14 serving 15 here in set 1. They go to Buds. Buddin with a smart drop.
They're very quick to defend, but that was just perfectly placed.
Yeah, it's the right height.
And what he can do, obviously, for defensive purposes.
Good receive. Mendoza, though, a soft one. They go to Buddin. Ceballos picks it up. Kakao chooses the hot hand. Saavedra, though, return to sender by Buds Buddin.
The defense of NU, they knew come crunch time, FU would go to Drake Saavedra.
It bounces back to Saavedra. I think he was kind of bothered also by Gapultos, who went after that ball, but let's see how they recover here. Buddin again.
Patience, the leadership, that's what you're seeing from Buds Buddin.
All right, on the line.
Always hitting it as hard as he can.
1-point lead for UE. Buds Buddin against the single block.
Ancheta with a better set. Only one blocker in front of him. That will really be hard.
It boils down to the other categories of this game.
It's a 7-point lead now for NU. Ancheta going for a combination play. Pero yung combination na sa pipe.
Sa pipe, sa back row.
Well, with the broad jump, it almost looks like it's coming from the front line.
Ordiales with that serve. They go up to Lipata. Custodes keeping that alive. Oh, nobody home for UP for that block.
And the sweeper should be in the right position to balls. Everybody was compressed up front.
14 blocks in total.
Valera is back in the game. A great pass coming from Gapultos. Back row, Buds Buddin knocks it in. That is his
USD squad. I like that approach of Buds Buddin kasi
and it comes at set point. Makam with 14 already. 5-1 run for USD. Buds Buddin. What a save. Terrific defense by Alabar. Buddin again. Going down the line and catches the line. What an adjustment point.
Though he saw na ang layo ng cross-court block, but he still went for that down the line na sobrang nipis na lang ng daan na yun.
Wow. Buds Buddin. What a setup.
That, combination play, getting the back row, the pipe attack involved. That's a good sign again for NU.
He has actually reached double figures in all of their games, but one. It was against Ateneo. Buddin, 10 points. Yep, now he delivers.
Gigil ni Buddin eh. That should have been an open hit, right? Open look, but in a good way.
Yeah. Open, Marlon blocked. De Guzman now gives up a free ball. A lot of time for Greg. Back row Buds. And the hole was exploited.
UP was caught watching. They froze.
Personally, hindi niya pwedeng taasan yung expectation niya in terms of playing time. But in terms of the other things, as duties of a captain, marami kasing ginagawa pa yun, including paperwork, right?
Yeah.
This is a point by Buds Buddin. He's wide open on his drop.
Oh, they've been playing.
Serve coming from Nugala. On the other side, they go to Buddin from the back row.
This will get him started. That's going to be bad news for FEU if he does.
Saavedra. Oh! That just spells trouble here for the Tamaraws. Working hot here.
3 big blocks already for the NU Bulldogs here in this set. No block.
Obed to serve with 3 points already in this game. Kakao goes up with a dump picked up there by Buddin. Familiarity Buds over the triple block, keeping NU alive.
Points from the previous set were coming from those tip shots.
As Kyle Tandok will be serving for the Tamaraws, picked up there by Aringo. On the other side, they go to Buddin, who gives 10 set point advantages to NU.
Started to come alive really here in set number 4. Buddin and Aringo combining for 9 big attack points.
Buddin continues to serve. They lead by 2. Oh, that checks in! It is now well displayed here for the Bulldogs as we recognize that ace. Oh, for FEU, Lyric going for that jump float, picked up there by Aringo. That dump by Ancheta is popped up by FEU between. Will try to get through. Martinez goes to between again. He said isa pa. That is covered by Aringo. Buddin on the other side, getting a check.
And NU Bulldogs just 3 points away from preventing a sweep in the men's division.
Preventing a step ladder.
Good receive.
Tight. And ginawa ng paraan ni Buddin.
They're adding creativity this time. Going for a tip above that block.
The setup to Buds Buddin.
Too easy. Perfect set. Ancheta just knowing who to set at the right time. But the middle blockers of NU being...
Let's see what they adjust after that timeout. Cogimbal with the adjustment. Chance ball given. Domingo. Cogimbal. Gapulto says, I am right here. Buddin off speed.
Needs to add creativity to your attacks. Take a look at that. Mid-air.
Buds Buddin with the bounce ball.
Coming from the right pin. Everyone just knowing their job. The attacks are coming from. Good receive. Perfect.
Buds Buddin. Perfect placement.
Take a look at this replay here. Too smart.
Nearing the elimination round.
It's back-to-back unforced errors from NU. You get a break point of that Buddin hit.
Now a bit more comfortable on the side of NU.
Stay in the back row
to cover. That's going to be a good attempt from UE. Smart attempt there to drop it, but the ball is still kept in play. Like what you said, Neil, it's NU who has the finisher to every rally. Here for set number 3.
So they need to be consistent in every man.
Biggest lead for the Blue Eagles restored. This is going to be a battle at the net. Nice job by Buddin, winning against Gutierrez. Pasino. Chance to attack here. Buds Buddin with an off-speed hit. De Castro pops it up. Gutierrez. Nice block there by Buddin as Gutierrez tried a dump attempt.
Yun yung maganda dito kay Obed Mukaba. Always ready.
Mukaba with second point. Batas drops. Blocked by Mukaba. Batas tries again. Ringo pops it up. Ancheta single-handed set. Buds Buddin knocks it in.
That angled hit coming from Buddin. Not much of a power spike. Just tapping it off. Smart's also veteran move there.
6 points now for Aringo. 4 scored in the second set. That's going to be an ace. Buddin with 8 points. That's his first ace for the Blue Eagles after this terrific point from Buds Buddin, giving NU a 2-point lead. Ancheta has done a spectacular job so far, preventing Gallego from returning to the game.
Ball was slow on that set coming from Gutierrez. You can see Buddin that's a really...
Buddin, and they arrive at match point.
Exclamation point from Buds Buddin.
You were asking for a block point from Effie and they delivered that serve coming from Kakao. Buddin this time getting that one through.
Ni Coach Dante ni Ancheta na hindi ma-overload si Buds Buddin by giving attempts to the middle blockers, but he is in his
reach double digits. Espartero with that serve. Ancheta goes up to Buddin.
Michaelo.
Buddin has his courtesy of freebies coming from the green shirts. White shirt serve with Ancheta. They go to quick play to Absin. Gapultos was there. Ancheta going for a B-quick to Peng. Saavedra from the back row. Ball still alive here. Ancheta going up to Buddin.
Full commitment from Chad Absin. A Peng Tagibolos. That was enough.
Amet with that serve. Ancheta going up to Buddin with a conversion.
3 consecutive points for Buds Buddin. 2 off the differential pipe and 1 off that.
For Coach Dante Alinsunurin.
Fresh legs for Coach Dante.
Gallego with that serve. Down before so far. Buddin getting aggressive on the net.
Yung mga coaches, expected na yan na dapat puntos na agad for your team.
And that's smartly placed there by Buds, recognizing